Why dashboards don't fix strategy and what does. Your dashboard might be slowing your growth. Your dashboard looks clean. Green metrics, stable pipeline, forecast on track. But something feels off. Deals take longer to close. Decisions drag. The same issues keep showing up in meetings. So here's the question. What if your dashboard isn't improving strategy, but quietly training your business to react too late? Most growing businesses believe visibility equals control, so they invest in better dashboards, more reporting, more data layers, and on paper, everything looks stronger. But inside the business, something else is happening. Sales teams feel friction before conversion drops. Customer success sees onboarding issues before churn rises. Leadership senses pressure before the numbers justify it. And yet, nothing changes, because the dashboard still says things are fine. So what do teams do? They monitor, they discuss, they wait. And that's the problem. This is how strategic drift gets normalized. The business doesn't break suddenly. It weakens quietly, while the metrics stay stable. Here's the shift most teams miss. A dashboard shows state. But strategy is about drift. Your dashboard tells you where the business is. It does not tell you what is beginning to weaken. And that difference is everything. Because strategic risk doesn't show up in final numbers first. It shows up in weak signals. Slower reply times, repeated objections, deals aging in the same stage, onboarding workarounds, approval delays. These are not random issues. They are early signals of probability shifting inside your system. But most businesses ignore them. Why? Because they're not structured into decision-making. They stay as anecdotes, gut feel, meeting conversations instead of becoming action. So the real issue isn't bad data. It's missing decision architecture. A structurally sound business doesn't just track metrics. It defines when something matters, who owns it, what changes next. That's the shift from metric, discussion to signal, threshold, owner, action. When that system exists, something changes. The business moves earlier. Before, conversion drops, churn rises, revenue compresses, and that's where real control comes from. Not better dashboards, but faster response loops. The leaders who scale cleanly think differently. They don't wait for KPI damage. They act on drift. They don't rely on instinct alone. They convert it into systems. So instead of reacting in meetings, re-explaining the same problems, chasing lagging indicators, their business starts to move on its own. Sales adjusts before deals stall. Marketing shifts before lead quality drops. Operations fixes friction before it compounds. And leadership feels lighter. Not because there's less complexity, but because the system is absorbing it. That's the identity shift. From reviewing the business to governing how it responds. So if your dashboard looks healthy, but your business feels heavy, don't add another report. Look for repeated friction, slow decisions, signals that never trigger action, because that's where your control is leaking. The goal isn't more visibility. It's reducing the gap between what the business feels and how fast it responds. That's how you scale without losing control. Subscribe for smarter business systems.